Hey Chickadees, welcome to a new video. Today I wanted to talk about something that I'm quite passionate about, and that is sustainability in sewing. This hobby and the fashion industry in general is incredibly resource heavy. With the recent news from the IPCC that the world is in code red with regards to climate change, it is more important than ever to see what changes, if any, you can make to be more sustainable. However, there is a caveat to this. We are all individual people with only so much energy, and sometimes it feels pointless to make changes compared to governments and international companies that could solve world hunger with a click of their fingers. But even a raindrop raises a river, and you don't have to save the world by yourself, or change every aspect of your life straight away. We'll do it together, putting one foot in front of the other. So, with that being said, here are my tips for buying Preloved Haberdashery. 1. Pre-plan your project. My goal for the last year has been to not buy new fabrics for my personal projects. This requires some planning, so not always great if you have a fixed deadline. This is quite easy for me as I generally only buy fabric that I have a plan for. Have a rough idea of what colours, textures and fibres you want. I try to only work with natural fibres as I am extremely sensitive to temperature changes, and I don't find it to be any more tricky to find suitable fabrics. 2. Use general terms to begin with. So I have my imaginary project. I want to make a red shirtwaist. I'll want it to be a natural fibre, and cotton is usually slightly easier to find than linen, though I have had some great finds like this fuchsia pink linen blend for only £10 and 4.5 metres of lightweight linen for only £25. So in my search box I will put in the colour and the fibre and press search. I will also just filter it to the fabric category, which can be done from the search box as well, but here are all the search results, and as you can see it also includes slightly random things like fabric dye. 3. Filters are your friend. Now we need to filter it even more and find our pre-loved listings. We'll go over to the side where it has the filters and click on See All. This will bring up all the filters available. The first thing we will do is scroll down to Seller. This gives you the option to filter by private or business sellers. As far as I know, this is only available on the UK version of eBay, but let me know if this is different where you live. We want to select private sellers. Then we can go back and look at all the other filters. I generally do length, colour and material. I sometimes filter the pattern if I'm looking for something in particular like a check or a paisley. 4. Clear pictures are important. Once we've sorted all our filters, we want to scroll through the results to see if we can find what we are looking for. Even though it's set to private sellers, there are a few listings which look more business-like, where fabric is sold by the metre and stock photos are sometimes used. The more you do this, the more you will recognise them. I found this remnant of plain red cotton, which has caught my eye, so let's click on it and find out more. Now, it only has one photo, which isn't ideal, but it is a clear and crisp one, so we have to look at the description. I love listings like this one, where the seller has taken multiple photos from many angles, and you can sort of see how the fabric flows. I go into more detail about looking at listings in my stash building tips video that I'll link above. There is 5 meters of this cotton according to the title, which is more than enough for what I would need. Don't be afraid to message the seller and ask questions, request more photos, or even see if they are willing to send you a sample. You could then do a burn test as well as checking the colour and feel, because some sellers don't know the fibre content of what they are selling. I ended up with some duds when I first started doing this, but I just relisted them on my own eBay with the correct details. 5. eBay watch and save search. Once we've found some possible fabrics that will work, we will want to watch them. This will sometimes result in an offer from the seller if it is a buy it now item, though this isn't always immediate, if at all, and the offers do only last a couple of days, which is slightly annoying if you don't have the funds. Remember, budgets are really useful. If it's an auction item, it's useful to have it in the watch list as you will get a reminder that it will be ending soon. If you haven't found anything you like, or there just aren't many results, it's always a great idea to save your search. You'll want to scroll up to the top of the page and change the sort by to newly listed before you save it. So when you go to your saved searches, it will automatically show you the newest ones, so you're not scrolling forever and potentially missing new listings. So I'll go into my saved searches and you can see it there with all the filters that you've selected. You can also see all my other saved searches. There are things that I'm always on the lookout for, like silks and plain cottons. The only specific project one on there at the moment is red silk fabric. This video was specific to eBay, but you can use similar techniques when using Facebook Marketplace or looking for de-stash accounts on Instagram. Pictures are worth 1,000 words, and don't ever be afraid to contact the seller. I hope this video was useful and you learned something new. If you want to give it a like and subscribe, that would be really appreciated. I will also link my Ko-fi down below if you would like to donate. Remember to be kind to yourself and compassionate to others, and I will see you all in the next video.